Hey folks, Fina here from Fina Reads, and today with a tag video that I got tagged in by Ian the Reader, and it's the Reread, Rewrite, or Burn book tag. And just to clarify, we are not going to actually burn books. I would never actually burn books. It's more a metaphorical throw it into the garbage type of situation. This is going to be an interesting one. So I've seen how Ian struggled with this. If you haven't watched his video yet, I'll link it down below. It is definitely worth watching. And, you know, I went back and forth in my usual overthinking manner on how do I do this? And I decided to just go with the books that I've read this year. So everything that I've read in 2021 so far, that is what I will throw into the bucket of the reread, rewrite, or burn, bucket, I guess. Anyway, so how this works really briefly, I have an Excel spreadsheet over here with, with that random number formula thingy going on, and I have a list of all the books that I've read this year. We'll see how many rounds we do. Currently, I'm planning for 6, but editing Josephine will then decide if we keep all of those 6 or if this is getting too long then. So I'm picking 3 numbers at a time. And then I'll decide which of that all associate with a book. And the numbers basically is the order I read them in. And the number it shows goes then into the bucket. And then I have to decide, am I going to reread, which of these 3 books am I going to reread? Which of those am I going to rewrite? Or which of those am I going to trash? So first number, 94, is Empire of the Vampire. 24 is Winter by Marissa Meyer. And 43 is Project Hail Mary. Well, that is an easy one. Alrighty, so I'm going to reread Project Hail Mary. And then I'm going to rewrite Winter because I didn't like the ending. I loved the series in general, but that ending was way too long. And there were way too many, oh, we're nearly there. Oh, no, we are not. Oh, we're nearly there. Oh, no, we are not. Oh, we're nearly there. No, we're not. Way too many of those situations. So nope. And then I'm going to trash what I already did, Empire of the Vampire. Well, let's go into round number 2, Maybe this is all straightforward. We'll see. I probably jinxed it just now. Alrighty, so we have number 11 is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. Number 2 is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. And 62 is my reread of Project Hail Mary. Okay. This is, I don't know, is this boring now? It's going to be easy. Because again, I'm going to reread Project Hail Mary. Oh, but then which one do I throw away? And Ember in the Ashes was not bad. I gave it 4 stars back then. The series was a pretty big letdown. But the first book was actually my favorite of those. This is interesting because A Court of Thorns and Roses, I actually really like the premise. It's just the writing that is awful. Because in Ember in the Ashes, I don't know if I would have anything to rewrite, to be honest. Because, I like the characters. I like the premise. And I kind of like the story. I would rewrite the other books of the series. First of all, I would make it a trilogy. 4 books is way too many of those. And I would rewrite the story of book 2 and 3. And take out a little bit of all this mess that was all of a sudden going on in the series. You know what? I'm going to rewrite A Court of Thorns and Roses. Because again, I like the premise of the book. And I would love to like this book. I just really didn't. And then we are throwing away. We're burning Ember in the Ashes, I guess. Although that's kind of sad. But we're going with it. Alright. Do you want to do round number 3? Oh my goodness. Okay, round number 3. So 75, A Declaration of the Rights of Magicians. Number 99 is Getaway by Zoe Stage. And number 56, The Empress of Salt and Fortune by Nevo. Ooh. Reread, rewrite, or burn. Okay, this is a tricky one. Because out of those 3, The Declaration of the Rights of Magicians is my favorite. I really love that duology. I think book 2 makes it better though. Book 1 is very, very slow. But I liked the slowness of the series. Okay, Getaway by Zoe Stage was my least favorite of Zoe Stage's books. Well, I've only read 2, so I like the other one better. I haven't read the 3rd book yet. But from the 2 that I read, this one was the one that I liked less. And mainly because the horror part wasn't really a horror part, it was more a thriller type of thing. And Salt and Fortune is just one of those books. It's a novella, it's rather short, and there's a lot of hidden meaning in it that I probably didn't quite catch entirely. Having said that, so I would probably reread The Empress of Salt and Fortune, and then Getaway or Magicians. I think I would want to rewrite. It's similar to the decision before, because I don't want to really change anything on the Declaration on the Rights of Magicians, because I thought the book was great. And I wouldn't want to change like the slow pace or any of the characters or anything. I actually think it was really, really good. And I would rewrite Getaway, and then I would burn Magicians. Oh, this feels bad. Really just for the reason because I think it's a good book, and I think, it's good. Oh god, this is sad. Alright, let's do round number 4. I hope this is going to be better going forward. 37 is a non-fiction book. Career Distinctions. 78 and 79. Firebrand and Winterlight. Oh, this is just mean. Firebrand is book 6 in the Green Rider series, and Winterlight is book 7 in the Green Rider series. This is just, this is awful. Alright, okay, so I already know I'm going to burn Career Distinction. And then Firebrand and Winterlight. So that's book 6 and book 7 in the Green Rider series. Which one do I rewrite and which one do I reread? Can I put both into the reread category? Does this... I don't want to rewrite anything that Kristen Britton... Okay, think. Firebrand is the really, really dark one. Man, this girl goes through so much in Firebrand. Like I feel really sorry for our main character in Firebrand. Although Winterlight is not much better when it comes to that. There's a lot of stuff going on in Winterlight though. And that's something that actually bugged me a little bit about Winterlight, because there's so many additional storylines that are all of a sudden woven into the plot. I think I would slow down the pace a little bit of Winterlight and take away some of those storylines. To, it would probably be the same length. I would just spend more time on some of those, Okay, so I'm going to reread Firebrand. And I'm going to rewrite Winterlight. I'm sorry, Kristen Britton. I would never dare rewriting anything from you in real life. Never, ever. I love your books. I really do. Oh, God. Now I know what Ian went through. Oh my goodness. Round number 5, shall we? 91 is A Cat's Guide to Bonding with Dragons. 81 is Somebody's Daughter, which was a non-fiction book. And then 106 is Josephine. I think... So Cat's Guide to Bonding with Dragons is a middle grade book that I actually... I read half of it and then I DNF'd it. Not because I didn't like it. I actually really liked the premise. The writing was just a little bit too young. Well, it's a middle grade book, so it was way too young for me. But I totally loved the cat. That is one sassy cat. Unbelievable. Somebody's Daughter was a non-fiction book that I got through, what is that subscription box called? And Somebody's Daughter sounded really interesting. It's the memoir of Ashley Ford. So the author is the one that book is about. And it's just about her life, how she grew up with a mother who didn't really know how to, handle her, and just what she went through in life. And I thought it was interesting. I just didn't really connect with the story, which with memoirs is just tricky because it's someone's life, right? So having said that, I wouldn't want to rewrite it because, again, it's someone's life. I probably... And don't hate me for that. I'll probably put it into the burn category because I wouldn't want to reread it, again, because I didn't connect with it. So it's more a kind of like, okay, let's just, I read it, let's move on type of book. Burn is really a bad category. I feel really bad for putting it in there. For me, I'm trying to say, for me, it's just I would not read it again, and I wouldn't want to rewrite it again. It's just, let's just move on. But it sounds really bad. Oh, man. Which leaves us with Josephine and Cat's Guide to Bonding with Dragons. I think actually I would rewrite A Cat's Guide for Bonding with Dragons and make it more adult. And then that leaves me with rereading Josephine, which I just finished. So I'm okay with rereading it. It was a fun book and it was not great, but it was fun. It was fun. Alrighty, let's do one more round. So number 9 is Arc by Veronica Roth, which is a short story from the Amazon Forward collection. And 55 is Das kleine Café in Copenhagen, or The Little Cafe in Copenhagen, which is a love story, Roman story. And 68 is Mirror Side by Kirsten Britton. Mirror Side is, I think, my favorite out of the series. There's literally nothing I would change on that one. So this is going to be a reread or burn situation. The Little Cafe in Copenhagen was a really cute love story. I mean, it's not one of my all-time favorites, but I love the characters, and it's more, you know, adult romance, not teenagers falling in love. So it appealed to me because of that a lot. And then it played in the UK and in Denmark, both countries that I really like, which leaves us with Ark by Veronica Roth, which was not my favorite in the Forward collection by far. I gave it 3 stars. I like the whole premise of them being in that laboratory. I think Ark was the one where the world is coming to an end and they are all the humans are put, or just important humans, I guess, are put into an ark and then are shipped to another planet. And some people just stay on Earth and just deal with whatever is happening on Earth. Well, and the ark includes like a bunch of plants, like they're putting seeds of all the different plants and whatnot into that ship as well. And the main character is responsible for cataloging some of the seeds and getting them ready for the ship. And she is meeting one of the folks that is working in the greenhouse, I guess, and then like a weird relationship between the two kind of ensues. It was kind of on the medium level. It was not my favorite. It was not my least favorite either. So it was kind of there in the middle. So, oh God. I think I would want to rewrite that one, Ark, to just make it a bit more appealing for me. I don't know what I would rewrite, to be honest. But I think that's where I put that in. And then, am I burning Copenhagen or am I rereading Copenhagen, the cafe book? What do I do with Mirror Side? This is difficult because Mirror Side, I wouldn't want to rewrite anything. And the Little Cafe in Copenhagen, I don't remember anything there that I would want to rewrite either. But which one would I like them both. And I could see myself rereading The Little Cafe in Copenhagen. It was a cute love story. Okay, I'm putting, you know what? Decisions. I'm putting Mirror Side into the reread category. And I'm putting the Copenhagen book into the burn court category. Again, very similar to before. Not because I hated it. Oh, God. It was a good book. It is a really, really good book. But I'm just, oh my goodness. I don't believe I'm doing this. All right. Ian, I now know what you went through. You know, I was sitting there laughing while you went through this. And I was like, oh, this is not so difficult. But, oh, man. Oh, man. Since I was tagged, I want to share the love with you guys. Because, man, I want to see more people suffer. Okay, so I'm tagging Kate from the Literary Apothecary. I'm tagging Leslie from the Nerdy Narrative, and then Scott from the Book Invasion, because he reads some really cool books usually, and I would be interested to see him go through that tag. Okay, I mean, I hope you had fun watching me doing this. The first ones were good, and then I jinxed it, of course, and then it wasn't as easy anymore. It looks easier than it is. It's not. Anyway. I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know down in the comments, would you have made any different decisions on some of the books that I picked? Would you have put them in other categories? I would be super curious to hear from you. And I hope I'll see you with my next video. Till then, have a great rest of your day. Bye!